Hello to everybody. I invite you today to a very interesting talk about a topic about the role of allergy prevention. First of all, why this topic is still relevant and highly important to be discussed. We know that the prevalence still has increased, especially in children. We also aware of the fact that 30 to 40% affected by one or more allergic condition. There is no curative treatment available. It's a major public health issue because it decreases the quality of life, it increases morbidity, and this will cause considerable costs. So I think that's why it's important to think about primary prevention strategies. And we know also that it's a multifactorial a disease, and we cannot speak about everything. So that's why the focus today is that we will speak about the differential influence of different hydrolyzed infant formula in the context of allergy prevention. And it's my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Andrea von Berg, I think well known already, as she is very often author or a co-author of publications linked to the Genie study. And this is the aim of our talk. We would like to discuss with Andrea the role of different hydrolysates and the latest results from the world's largest prevention study. And it's my pleasure to introduce Andrea. Andrea, would you like to say something about you?
Yes, thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Thank you to have invited me to this talk. I always like to talk about the Genie study, the German Infant Nutritional Intervention Study. And to myself, I'm with the Genie study since the very beginning, which was the first patient in 1995. And we have now finished the 20-year follow-up of this study. The Genie study, as you said, is the largest study in this field on allergy prevention with certain hydrolyzed formulas. We included in the beginning 2,252 children with high risk for allergy. And at the 20-year follow-up, we still had more than 50% as well in the ITT analysis as well in the per protocol analysis.
Andrea, if I may just ask you, because you already started talking about the Genie study in the sense, what do you think, what makes the Genie study so special?
I think it is that we involved newborns and followed them now for more than 20 years. So this is definitely the largest study which up to now has ever been done in this field. And what is also special is that we compared different hydrolysates, different in molecular weight and different in the basic protein, and compared them to regular cow's milk formula.
Let's say after 1 or 3 years, what was the main result? What was the main result of the Genie study?
There are some really important results. First of all, the onset of effect is very early. The children, maybe I have to say that the children, we recommended to the newborn baby for the newborn babies breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding, but if this was not possible, then the children received randomized and double-blind and prospective one of 4 formulas: the partial hydrolyzed whey formula, extensively hydrolyzed whey formula, an extensively hydrolyzed casein formula, and the regular cow's milk formula, to be fed if breast milk was not possible. So only after the duration of the intervention was 4 months only. So only after 4 months of giving the formula, we saw an effect very early. The first time that we saw the children and examined the children after birth was at 1 year. and we saw that there already the effect had started. There was a significant effect of the partial hydrolyzed whey and the extensively hydrolyzed casein on the appearance of occurrence of atopic dermatitis. Very interesting for us and for, I think, for everybody, and not really understandable, was that the extensively hydrolyzed whey formula had no effect. And the effect was always taken in comparison to the cow's milk. At that time, or almost everybody, thought that the effect may be dependent on the molecular weight. So nobody understood actually what was the reason that an extensively hydrolyzed whey and an extensively hydrolyzed casein are so different in the effect, and that a partial hydrolyzed whey had a very similar effect to the extensively hydrolyzed casein formula. So that was one thing. And this second then is that it was always discussed whether an early effect of nutritional intervention may be just a short effect, and later on, if you stop the intervention, then there will be a
rebound.
A rebound, yeah. At 3 years, we still found the significant effect of the partial hydrolyzed whey and the extensively hydrolyzed casein on atopic eczema, but not with the extensively hydrolyzed whey formula. So up to 3 years, we realized there is no rebound effect.
Okay. Allergy prevention might be a very broad topic. Yeah. But what we can at least say from the GENIE study, the worldwide biggest study, that you clearly saw an effect on the development of atopic eczema.
Yeah.
You saw it after 1 year, you saw it after 3 years. And how was it after 6, 10, and 15 years?
It was exactly the same.
So what was the main result after 20 years that was just published?
It was just published. It was a significant effect on asthma, on the prevalence of asthma between 16 and 20 years, so after 15 years. And that was with the partially hydrolyzed whey formula and the extensively hydrolyzed casein formula in the intention to treat population. So all together. We didn't find, that's interesting, we didn't find an effect, a significant effect on allergic rhinitis. But we still found a significant effect with both formulas, partial hydrolyzed whey and extensively hydrolyzed casein, on atopic eczema. And I think this is a fantastic results. Yes.
I mean, this is a very interesting result, I think. And I mean, what you have found in your study, it's that really there is an effect, a long-term effect on atopic eczema. There is an effect between 15 and 20 years on asthma, but the effect is specific to specific hydrolysates.
Yeah.
So this is not, yeah.
What is, I think, one of a very important finding we had in the GENIE study, and I think this was the first study to show it, is that different hydrolysates have different effects on different manifestations. Okay. And the explanation, I mean, everybody said, how is this possible that one hydrolysate is different than the other if it is a partial, for example, a partial whey hydrolysate? Why is a partial hydrolysate different from another partial hydrolysate? And our answer was, it is probably the way how this hydrolysate is produced. That is, at which end of the, or at which point of the protein is it cut by the hydrolyzing process. And this also means that many meta-analyses who took different hydrolysates in one pot, they have quite different results than if you only look at the results of one certain hydrolysate. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time. It was
Pleasure.
a really exciting discussion with you, and we know all now with this online platforms and everything. So it was very, very interesting for me, and I hope it will be an interesting talk that our participants will follow. And now personally, I wish you all the best, and
same to you.
and stay safe, and thank you very much.
Yes. Okay. See
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye.